Yeah. This Busamen Gachi Fighter anime, it's not good. Yeah. Doing a little bit of the format because I am just not even unenthusiastic to talk about this show, honestly, personally. This show, I was hoping was going to be a little bit better. I'm not going to lie to you. And the fact that I'm dropping this series really early, not even going to bother showing you the computer screen of it, I'm just going to show you the poster itself of Busamon, Gachi Fire, or Uglymug Epic Fighter as it's translated, is kind of the reason why I don't care. It's not good. So yeah, Busamon Gachi Fire, a new anime come out of summer 2025 by White Fox Studios, a studio that I hold in high regard, as they're the main brains, the childs for other big shows like ReZero, Steins Gate, and many other memorable and amazing shows to come out of the last decade or so. And obviously, granted, in their current state of where White Fox is at right now, they're putting all their budget, all their effort into the ReZero franchise, as we are going to be getting an up and coming season 4 of ReZero coming out sometime this year, or not this year, next year to be exact. And given that their reputation is pretty big, well known at this point, and they're pretty infamous for giving us some really good nuts to butts isekai anime that's really good, that stands out. There's always a point in time where White Fox Studios decides to go into like a different route when it comes to giving us like really good isekai animes, and they try to go in a different direction a few times in the past, but nothing could prepare me for like what's to come here with what they've been turning out as of late. Now, admittedly, this isn't the only isekai anime to come out during this time period with ReZero Season 2 and up to ReZero Season 3, to be clear. There's been other shows they came out with, but a lot of them I wasn't crazy about, I wasn't really interested in, and frankly, I didn't really care much about. Outside of the Goblin Slayer Goblin's Crown movie that came out back in 2020, 2021 to be exact, but outside of that, I really want to boost my Gotcha Fire, this anime here, with not a lot of high expectations, honestly, as it just feels like another one of those like generic, funny, haha he he isekai anime tropes that we've seen time and time again, where it's about a dude who essentially is broke, is poor, loses everything, he's the ugliest person in the fucking world, as you clearly can see, and somehow, some way, he's given a second chance in life where he now decides to become the most powerful being in the world of the isekai realm, and he does it by modifying his stats to where he realizes that if he makes all of his stats into like the worst thing possible, he's like the ugliest piece of shit being, where it's just like the really bad hentai characters that you see from like really fucked up ugly bastard type esque anime, or hentai in this case. That's pretty much what you're getting. You're getting like an ugly bastard, but in the isekai format. And I'm not gonna lie when I say this. The first 3 episodes were about as generic and about as run down and a waste of time as the likes of me watching the Slime 300 anime that came out not too long ago this year. Because the problem with Slime 300, why that show is so bad and why I was so unenthusiastic about it when it first came out, was it was just following the same copy and paste formula that we've seen over and over again, with no style, no substance, no seasoning. And this show here, unfortunately, just does the same thing over and over again. And again, I've only watched 3 episodes of this, and it just feels it's honestly the most boring shit I've seen all year. And again, I will give credit where credit's due, where the voice acting is okay. The theme song, the music, while it's okay, it just feels about as basic and generic as one could be. And the premise itself, while it is pretty cute to an extent, it does tend to be like fun bad at times, but sometimes the dialogue and the pacing of the show can be so painfully hard to sit through. And overall, I just have to talk about this because again, 3 episodes of this crap, I'm not interested in it. I'm not crazy about it. I even mentioned on my like what I was planning to watch for the summer season that this was the show I was planning to watch, and I'm just here to come off and say that I'm dropping it. No one gives a shit about this show. I don't really give a shit about it. I have better shows that I would rather talk about and shit on than Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, and this is just not one of them. So yeah, Busaman Gotcha Fighter, not a good anime. Wouldn't recommend it. I'll see you all in the next one later.